it's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to make some kind of a desk folder to hold these two notebooks, and it's going to fold like so together so that when you open it you've got two notebooks. I've not made a sample, so we're crafting on the fly. All I know is some very basic measurements. There's my plan. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got a sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. This happens to be old olive. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work because, like I said, not tried it. So we're going to cut this at 6 1/4 by 9 3/8. So 6 1/4 by 9 3/8. So that's 9 and 1 2 3/8. Okay. And then I'm going to score it at 4 1/2 and 4 7/8. So 4 1/2. Move my cutting blade. 4 1/2 and 4 7/8. Which is, let me just check, 1 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, it's that one just before the 5. 4 7/8. So hopefully I've measured that right. If so, that's basically pretty much all there is to it. Not difficult. I'll just leave my cutter there where I can reach it because we're going to need to cut some DSP layers. My desk's an absolute disaster because I'm having a filming day. So we're going to fold and burnish just them two crease marks. It's just going to give us a little bit of a gusset. And we can get on and decorate it. So, whoops, that's my trimmer falling off of the pile of garbage on my desk. I better just rescue it. One moment. Righto. Apologies for that, but yeah. We stacked up about 4 foot high at the side of my desk. So we're going to adhere some DSP layers here. We're going to use the share what you love paper because it's lovely and thick and it'll add some sturdiness. So I did kind of work out that the DSP needs to be 6 inches by 4 1/4. I'll leave all the measurements over on my blog. So 6 inches by 4 1/4. So 6 is the height and 4 1/4 is the width. So we want our 4 1/4 to be with the pattern going that way. So 4 1/4. If I cut that first by 6, we should be able to just simply cut this in half now, and it should do both panels. So 6, but just check that it does. Because sometimes you just need to cut a sliver off. There we go. Right, so that's that bit. I'll just move my trimmer. So we'll layer that on. I'm going to use snail. And it's, of course, run out halfway from the video. I don't think I was destined to film today because I know sometimes, you know, I make mistakes and it's a bit of a train wreck. But today is just taking the complete biscuit. Right. I'm going to layer this on here. I'll leave all the measurements on my blog. I think maybe when I go to Alaska, I should stay there. I will use Tombow on this one. Well, liquid glue we call it these days, don't we? We don't call it Tombow anymore. There we go. Okay. Make sure I've got it the right way up. I had a horrible feeling I hadn't got it the right way up then, but I have. Okay. There we go. So there we go, we've just got our simple little booklet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply adhere these. It's a disposable project, but what they can do is always, when they're finished with this notepad, the hard cover will be left behind and all they have to do is stick another notepad on. Or if you want to, you can figure out the measurements and put a little band there to slide that into. Because it's quite a tight squeeze there, I didn't do that on this project. I was trying to be quick, but you can, you know, you can adapt this to do that. So I'm just going to use some red line tape. These notebooks do have a nice sturdy back into them. I want some scissors. Oh my god. Under a heap. Oh, dear me. I will tidy up when I have finished filming. Any of you out there that are OCD queens, don't worry. I always tidy up at the end of the day. But you know, if I stop and tidy up, each time I never get outdone and I can't put things away as I'm crafting because I just think, well, I'm going to need them. It's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Untidiness is a sign of genius, apparently. It's a fine line, isn't there, between genius and madness, and I think I'm on it. I am this week, most definitely. Right, so there we go. So now I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to have to line it up quite carefully because once I've committed with this lovely red line tape, then, you know, it's game over. So there we go, that's that one. And we'll do the next one. And then we will decorate the front pretty. Again, great for teacher gifts, craft fairs, giving to your, if you've got, do crafty swaps, or it's somebody's birthday, your brownie leader, your next door neighbour, your hairdresser. There's lots and lots of people you can make handmade goodies for. And I tell you what, you will put a smile on their face if you hand over something that you've taken the time to make. It's as simple as that. Right, let's get this one on. So far we are more or less working to plan. Well, or not plan. I had the measurements. I don't always like planning too far in advance. A, because it takes me too long to work out the samples, messing about, changing my mind. I'm better off just, I don't like that page, it's mucky. I'm better off just switching the camera on and getting on with it. And there's a hair. Oh, get off. We don't want hairs. Don't have hairs on your notepads. It's not a good look. Okay, so there we go. And now that will fold together nicely. And those measurements are perfect. Ta-da! Okay, it's not difficult. It's not rocket science. Fair enough. So what I've also done is I've pre-cut a strip of coordinating DSP. I don't know if that's a bit thick. I don't know if I like that now. But it's a notebook, so we're having writing. Yes, we are. And rather than score and, you know, try and work out all the measurements, I'm just going to wrap it around and pinch. I've just cut the full length of a 12 by 12 sheet, and I have cut it at about 1 3/4 inches. So rather than stressing yourself out working out the measurements of a belly band, wrap it round, hold it and pinch. And that way, you know, it's going to fit absolutely perfect without giving yourself a headache. Crafting doesn't have to be, you know, hard work, does it? Just give it a pinch, then take it off, and you've got the basic lines there. So fold them over. To make them a bit neater, and there, and there. Okie doke. If you've got quite a lot of overlap like so, I might just snip some off. No, I don't think I will, because I think it just adds extra strength to the book, to be honest. So I'm getting my writing the right way up. That might help. Wrap it around my book, and then we will adhere it with some more red line tape. I get asked all the time, where do I get my red line tape from? Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! Don't sell red line tape as yet. They may well do in the future, but right now I get mine from eBay. So if you just, or you can get it on Amazon, you can buy it anywhere, just type in red line tape. Okay. Okay, let's just attach that on there. And you know, projects don't have to be something that takes 10 days to make. You can just sit at your desk, have a bit of a think, and within, you know, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, you've got yourself a little gift made and you're good to go. So that will slide on and off now. Lovely jubbler, happy with that. But we want to do some stamping, don't we? So what should we do? I was going to have this, but I don't know. Quite like this. This is the Very Vintage. Now this is a Hostess set, and I quite liked this little square here. So we'll stamp and see what it looks like. I might jazz it up a bit with some other stuff. Here, look, that's cute, isn't it? It's like a frame, so that bit comes out. And then, what did I want? I wanted Dear Friend. So where's that? Which one is it? Dear Friend. Is it that one? Can you tell I've not used this set before? Dear Friend. Will it fit? We'll make it fit. We will make it fit. Watch. I'll show you. Right, so I'll get this mounted on a block. And I'm using, I need to take the peely off the back. Won't get far with that on. I'm using Mint Macaron because it's in the DSP, and it's also one of my favourite colours, one of about 10 favourite colours, or 20 or 30 or more. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I right like that. Oh, I get right excited when I stamp something for the first time and it just looks lush. It really excites me. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment as well. Like so. Whoever ever stamped, don't like it. Do it again. There we go. So I've got a feeling. I don't think. No, it doesn't fit on that square perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this punch, whose name I've no idea. No idea. I'll have it like so. Okay. And then I'm going to do what I like to do with this punch, which is put it back in and nip off the end like so. Okay. And then with this, I'm going to cut it out. Can't be that hard. I wonder if I might have a bit of a cheat tip for going around them corners. A bit of a cheater way of doing it. But we'll see if it works. It might not work. Trim it a bit more. Okay, trim that. And then I'm going to try. I've got a smaller one than that. Let's try it with this one. Something in it. So this is my 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm going to line it up and just snip them corners off. Yay, it works. Ah, fantastico. There you go. Saves you trying to cut round corners. How awesome is that? Love it. So let's start and put this together now. Let's get some dimensionals. So we'll put our square. I'm going to put my square in the centre, like so. And then this little friend bit here, I'm just actually going to have I got some of that green card that I've just cut? I want it to stand out a bit, I think. I think I do. I don't know, I might change my mind. Do I? I think that just needs a little something, but I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm going to mount it on. I'm going to mount it on some coloured card and cut around it, is what I'm going to do. Just so it stands out a little bit, I think. I think it just needs a little helping hand along its way. Move it along. Wait for that to dry. Okay. Try and get it straight, Amanda, that might help. Is that straight? What do you reckon? Yeah, it'll do for me. And we're going to just cut it out. Just so that that's just ever so slightly more prominent, otherwise it's going to get lost on the white background, isn't it? Trim there. That. And that. It'll do. That's fine. Okay, so dimensional there. Dimensional there. Okay. Put that across the centre like so. And I think that's absolutely lovely. What a lovely little gift that's going to make for somebody. And that just slides off. And then you can open your little notebook. I hope you like that. Thanks for joining me, crafting off the cuff yet again. I better go and tidy up. Take care. Bye.